What if Napoleon had won the Battle of Waterloo? Did you know that a third of Napoleon's men could hear the battle but still didn't go? 33,000 men within 10 miles of the battle, they could hear the cannons going off. I'll tell you why at the end of the video because it's so stupid. Here's everything that went down and what would have happened if those men were there. So the battle was really close. Napoleon had about 72,000 men, and Wellington, the guy running the British side, had 68,000. And the British army is actually only like a third British. There's the Dutch and Germans who are fighting alongside them, and it is all even until the Prussians show up. So the biggest thing that turns the tides is the Prussians showing up. They come with about 50,000 soldiers. The Prussians attack the right flank of Napoleon's army, so Napoleon pulls his best guys who are going to push through Wellington's army and has them defend against that Prussian flank. Now imagine if the 33,000 from Napoleon's army would have just already been there. So if Napoleon had had those 33,000 men, he probably would, one, break Wellington's British line and break through that, and two, be able to go take all of Belgium. But here's the reality. He still probably loses the war and loses that ground back because all of the empires that had teamed up against him had about 4 times the size of the army of him when combined. Not too far away was an army of 210,000 Austrians who were coming towards him and 167,000 Russians. So if Napoleon had won the Battle of Waterloo, yes, the month of June would be big for the French Empire, but the month of July, everything would probably turn back to the way it was. Which brings us back to why those 33,000 men weren't there in the first place. His Marshal Grouchy was 10 miles away chasing a Prussian army. It's 11:30 a.m. and they hear the guns going off behind them, but they have written orders to pursue the Prussians. So because of that, they don't turn back. So they win this unimportant battle against 17,000 Prussians with 33,000 men, but the thing is they didn't actually need it. They needed to be back there with the rest of the army. Now here's my favorite thing. You can actually play this out for yourself. You can continue this story as any of these countries and see what you can actually do and change the history to be the way that you want it to be. Drop a comment on what historical scenario we should run through next, and let me know if you have played through any of these Pax Historia scenarios yourself.